ticket, and it turns out I had to fly out at like 4:30 in the morning on like Zimbabwe Air, stop over in Bangladesh and sit next to farm animals. And they ask you all these questions on the website like, are you prepared to swim? He's like, are you prepared to what? Can you operate a parachute? This conversation never happened. I watch a lot of the news, man. I love watching the Middle Eastern people on the news talk about what's going on in the Middle East, because all Middle Eastern people always start each sentence with, the dumb United States of America, they come into our country and they bomb our... Just finish the sentence, Mustafa. I got to go to Dubai. I did comedy in Dubai, and that's a Muslim city. And anybody ever been to Dubai? Here in Dubai? Have you? How cool is that place? It's a little decadent for me, a little opulent for me. The guy, the Amir, the guy who runs the whole city, he has the only 7-star hotel in the whole wide world in Dubai. When critics asked who gave it 7 stars, he was like, I give it 7 stars. It's a schizophrenic place because you walk down to the beach and you'll see a Muslim woman wearing hijab. Then you'll see European men in Speedos. You'll see a mosque, and right across the street from the mosque, there's a nightclub. So right around 8 o'clock every night, all you hear is, Allahu Akbar, I don't know, I'm so confused. Should I go pray or should I go dance? I'm not quite sure. Oh, please, God, help me with your Arabic accent, please. Muslims would come up to me and go, Ahmed, I don't like it when you joke about Islam, okay? That is haram, that is against God. Yeah, I'll take a Heineken. Like I was saying. Just hypocrites. I asked the audience when I went to Dubai, I said, how many Muslims are here? They were like, I go, how many are you practicing? They were like, it's like, you know you're a Muslim when you drink, gamble, have sex, but you won't eat pork. That's the weirdest thing, you won't eat pork. See, I live in Los Angeles, California. There aren't any Muslims in Los Angeles, California. A lot of Jews. Any Jews here? The producers are Jews. You're gonna get me fired. All my friends are like, hey man, how do you have so many Jewish friends? What about the Jews and the Muslims and the war and hate and all that? Tell me about that, huh? I'm like, look, if you think about it, both Jews and Muslims have more in common than any other religion ever. Both Jews and Muslims don't eat pork. We don't celebrate Christmas. We both use in our pronunciation. We both yell on the phone when there's no emergency. Right? The only difference between Muslims and Jews is that Jews never like to spend any money and Muslims never have any money to spend. That's the only difference between the Muslims and the Jews. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I love living in Hollywood because I've been blessed to work with great people, and I stopped doing acting a long time ago, and I got into comedy because in the acting world, they always stereotype you. Like I was always cast to play the terrorist. Imagine that. I was in a movie a while back where I played a terrorist, and the movie was about a bunch of terrorists who hijack an airplane. Imagine that. My agent called me and said, we should go in and read for this part. I said, what's the part? She said, terrorist number 4. Because number 1, 2, and 3 went to a black guy, a gay guy, and a Jew. Number 4. Didn't even want to go in on the role. My agent said, go in and read for this part. I said, all right, I'll just go in and meet the director. So I go and meet the director, the casting director. I read my lines over the top because I just wanted to have fun with it. The director went nuts. He was like, okay, do it one more time. Sit down, you will obey, or I'll kill you in the name of Allah. He sat there, he was like, brilliant. That's exactly what you're looking for, Ahmed. I want to see you do it again, but this time give me a little bit more of that Middle Eastern. You know how your people are very. So I was like, angry? Yes, exactly. Use that hidden Middle Eastern anger that your people possess. So I used my hidden Middle Eastern anger that my people possess. And I got the part. My agent called me the next day, said they want to put you in this movie. I was like, I wasn't even trying for the role. I was making fun of it. She said, whatever you did, it worked. They want to put you in this film. I said, look, tell them I said thanks, but no thanks. Every time I take a part like this, it's like feeding the beast. It's like putting fuel on the flame. No way. Yeah. Thank you. And then she said, well, they want to pay you $30,000 for a week of work. So I was like, burn it all down. So now we're doing the comedy, making fun of what's going on in the Middle East. We have to laugh at ourselves, I think, right, people? We have to laugh at ourselves. I'm watching the news, too, and it's like, it's kind of messed up because they're showing, like, all these terrorist groups. Okay, there's like several organizations out there. Islamic Jihad, people think Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda. There's so many. How do you know which one is the best one to join? Like if you choose to join a terrorist organization, how do you know which one is the best one to join? Is it like rushing a fraternity? I think they have recruiters. These guys sitting outside of the mosque going up to these little Muslim boys. Come here, Habibi, come here, come here. I want to talk to you, come here. Don't go to Al-Qaeda, they are shit. Come to the Islamic Brotherhood. Why, you ask? Oh, they only promise you 72 virgin. We'll give you 72 virgin, one whore, and a goat. Hey, you guys been fun. God bless you. Thank you.
No, she did not tell you that. Tell me she did not tell you. No, she did not tell you that. No, she did not. No. No.
Midtown Palestine, Aaron Cater.
You guys, thanks for coming out. What a beautiful crowd, beautiful crowd, beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for coming. My name's Aaron Cater. I'm a Palestinian. Any Palestinians here? Hey, ahlan wa sahlan. Yeah, usually Arabs don't come to a comedy show. I mean, it's really difficult. I mean, in the past, Arabs would come to the comedy show, but they'd sit in the back in the dark and go, yeah, that was funny. I like that. That's very good. Very funny, very good. Hilarious, my friend. Seriously, that's almost very, you can almost hear me laugh. It's that good, it's that good. Yeah. Anyone who thinks Arabs don't have a sense of humor, I will kill you and burn your flag. I will do it. We have a very good sense of humor. My grandfather, when he immigrated to this country, his name was Abu Khadir. But then at Ellis Island, they changed his name to Cater. So my last name's Cater. So if I ever have a child, if it's a boy, I'll definitely name him Al. Al Cater. It's a good name. Yeah. If I have a girl, I'll name her Darth. Darth Cater. That's a sweet name. Yeah. My dad comes from a Palestinian family, and my mom comes from a Mormon family from Utah. Yeah. Any Palestinian Mormons here? Mormons are another group that never comes to see comedy. They just feel guilty immediately if they laugh, you know. They're like,
What am I doing? I have to repent.
yeah. I got a cousin named Jihad. Any Jihads here? It's a very popular name in the late 70s. I got a cousin named Jihad. He takes the bus now, everywhere. Can't fly. He called me from a Greyhound station, seriously. And he calls me and he's like, this sucks, they're frisking me and ID me and looking at me funny. Screw this, man, I'm changing my name to Raymond. That's good, now your name's Raymond. Abdul Majid. That doesn't change anything. Yeah. Growing up Palestinian too, people would be like, what are you, Greek, Italian, Jewish, what are you? Palestinian. Pakistanian, what the hell?